Having an accent when you speak a foreign language is totally normal. And honestly, I find it really cute. But today, I want to help you if you say, okay, I want to sound maybe a bit more like a German native. It's very easy. Sometimes you just have to ignore letters and leave them out. My name is Barbara. For many years, I've been working as an online German teacher, a private tour guide in Munich, Germany, and as a certified hypnotist. On this channel, I will help you with your German, give you tips and advice how to learn, because I'm a polyglot myself and this channel is very new. So I'm really looking forward to doing more for you here. Guys, let's get started with your pronunciation. So we start really easily by just leaving something out. We just pretend it's not there. We leave out the E in the first person singular. This means we talk about I when we say ich. For example, ich gehe, ich komme, ich liebe. You can use the E, but usually when we speak, we don't do it because we like shortening things up. Of course, I can also say I cannot do this or I do not do this, but I say I don't, right? Because it's shorter. So we don't say it. But if you write something official, an exam or an application, use it. But if we speak, and today is about speaking, also when you write to friends, we just don't use it. So I do not say ich habe, ich liebe, ich möchte. I say ich hab, ich lieb, ich möchte. So just leave something out. When people speak very well German and they say this, then you can always tell, okay, they're not natives. More important is the next thing that I tell you. It is the E at the end. And this one is very easy. We do not say Katzen, the cats, Menschen, the humans, or kochen, to cook. By the way, sorry, I forgot the translation here. So you see, you can use this with subjects, cats, humans, chairs, clouds, with things, but also with verbs, to do something, to cook, to love. So whenever you have en at the end, leave the e out completely to sound like a local. I say those words now for you and listen carefully. Katzen, Katzen. Menschen, Menschen. Kochen, kochen. If somebody says, ich liebe Menschen, I can say, okay, he's not a German. We just do not say the E at the end. Menschen, Katzen, kochen, or many other words. Gehen, lieben, and so on. We say Katzen, Menschen, kochen. It's very funny. Maybe you are from Hungary or from Turkey, because there are many, not so many, but some languages where the information about the sentence, who is doing what, where, and to whom, they add it at the end. We become lazy at the end. So we're just too tired to say Menschen. We just say Menschen. Like a balloon where the air is coming out of, like Menschen. We're exhausted at the end. Katzen. Kochen, do not focus on the E at the end. It makes you sound like a foreigner, which is not bad because you are. So these things that I tell you are just to sound more like a local. It's not wrong to do it. The next thing that you need to know if you want to sound like a local is that we, I know it's a bit complicated, we don't like the R, or in German, das R. My name is Barbara in German. A Spanish speaker would say Barbara, but we say Barbara. So we just ignore the R. Usually it's either just, like in my name, Barbara, with like an H, like a silent H, or we make it an A. Let me tell you what I mean. We do not say ist Türke. We say ist Türke. Listen carefully. Not ist Türke, but ist Türke. In this whole sentence, you do not hear an R. Ich schließe die Tür. Ich schließe die Tür. So you see the E here at the end, I leave it out, what I told you before. And die Tür, the door, becomes Tür. Die Tür, not die Tür. Sometimes my students, I can see that they work very hard because, for example, for me, the R is very hard to say. My Spanish pronunciation now is better, but the first 1 year I could not pronounce the R's at the end because for me this is totally new. And sometimes I can see that my students, they have much work when they try to do it because in English you don't say it like this. You don't say, for example, the number 4. You don't say four. You say four. So it's in the back of your mouth, between your lips and your throat, so somewhere in the middle, 4. And the for is something different. So also in English, there's not this r sound. Do you know another example? Yeah, for example, the beer that you like to drink. You don't say Bier, you say beer. So the beer, it's not an r sound. So, by the way, in German, we spell it B-I-E-R, but we don't say Bier, we say Bier. So, this is a reminder, by the way, you heard it, for a class that I teach in 1 hour. So, next one, du hörst Musik? We say du hörst Musik. Not du hörst, du hörst. Ihr liebt Katzen. Ihr liebt Katzen. And now, I'm very sorry, I forgot to leave out the E in Katzen because I told you earlier we don't use this. So please just ignore it. Ihr liebt Katzen, not Katzen. Ihr liebt Katzen. So you guys. And we don't say ihr, we say ihr. Ihr liebt Katzen. Ich esse Torte, the cake. No, ich esse Torte. So let's go through those subjects again. Not Türke, but Türke. Not Tür, but Tür. Not hörst, but hörst. Not ihr, but ihr. Not Torte, but Torte. Now we have this combination of S and T and S and P. By the way, if you are in some northern parts of Germany, they pronounce it like they spell it. They would say Stift, Spiel, but this is a dialect. Usually we don't say it like this. When you see an ST or SP, we pronounce it like this. The ST becomes st and the SP becomes sorry, I'm confused. Sp. So ST, st, SP, sp. So we do not say der Stift, but der Stift. Not der Stift, der Stift. Not das Spiel, but das Spiel. Not der Storch, but der Storch. Der Storch. So you see another R that we ignore, not der Storch. I couldn't say that, Storch, der Storch, but der Storch. Not die Spinne, but die Spinne. Okay? Stift, Spiel, Storch, Spinne. Now we change the R again. When we have a plural or also a male masculine, like here, der Spieler, the gamer, we always change the ER at the end and make it an A. So, listen carefully. Die Männer, die Männer. Die Kinder, no, die Kinder. Der Spieler, der Spieler. 4 Häuser, no, 4 Häuser. I say it again. I say only the right words. Die Männer, die Kinder, der Spieler, 4 Häuser. Whenever you have er at the end, you make it an a. Whenever you have en at the end, you just ignore the e. Now we mix it a bit. It looks a bit complicated, but it makes sense. We do not say verstehen, verstehen. Not verstehen, verstehen. Der Verstand, Verstand. Not Verstand, Verstand. Stärker, stärker. Stärker, stärker. Die Kinder spielen. Die Kinder spielen. I say the right versions. Verstehen, Verstand, stärker, spielen. So, the thing is, if you do not say it this way, if you say it the way we write it, it is totally right, but you do not sound like a native. And if you have a certain level of German, maybe you want to sound like a native, or maybe you say, okay, when I start learning the language, I do not want to learn things that do not sound so good. This also makes sense, but do not focus too much on that if you are a beginner. If you have time and fun learning, then yeah, you can also try to do that as a beginner. The good thing is German is a phonetic language, so actually we say everything the way we spell it. English is totally different, or French, horrible. If you hear a French word, you cannot Google it because you just don't know how to write it. German is phonetic, but you need to know those rules also to understand people. If you, for example, expect me to say, die Kinder spielen, and I say, die Kinder spielen, it might be a bit different or difficult even for you to understand me. If you have questions, I'm very happy to have a class with you. All the information in the info box down below. Take care and have fun learning German.